Deadwax. What's up, all you Zack Snyder's director of Watchmen, and welcome to the Deadwax Show with Waffles the Stooge. Get your disgusting grubby fingers out of the groove and get into the Deadwax. I am Waffles, and as always, I am joined by my best friend and older brother, Stooge. Stooge, Stoogey Pie, Stooge Bert, Stooge, you son of a gun. How are you?
I am doing well, Waffles. I am tired, but I am doing well.
Good. Glad to hear it. You ready
Super
to talk
exciting,
about some things today?
We're going to talk about things?
Stuff and things.
Things and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
Are we allowed to double feature?
Are we allowed to do that on this show?
No, but we're going to try it.
Okay.
Yeah. We're going to lose our sponsor. Sorry, Walmart.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if we were sponsored by Walmart?
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Life would be so much easier in every way I can imagine.
We could probably quit our jobs then.
Oh my gosh. Okay, great.
I hear good things about Walmart.
Me too. Walmart, what a wonderful place.
Walmart, the place where everyone likes to do their shopping.
Save 5% now. Stooge, this last week was Thanksgiving and Black Friday. How was your past few days been?
It's been great, man. Black Friday was awesome. We hung out. We partied.
We did.
Froze our buns off.
Hypothermia.
Rubbed our buns together to keep them warm.
Yeah, we freaking did.
But no, it was really cold. What was it, like 20 degrees in Utah when we were out there?
Yeah, it was cold.
I had like 5 layers and I was still freezing my balls off.
And we were there for 3 hours?
About 3 hours. Luckily, you were the MVP, bringing some of that Wendy's breakfast we talked about. What up, Wendy's?
Whoa! Oh, Wendy's sponsor us. Yeah, Wendy's breakfast was great that day.
Oh, I'm sure we got plenty of people with connections to the upper, echelon of Wendy's who listen to this.
Yep. Wendy herself. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So that was great. And then finally got into the store. I was like, oh, so good to get out of the cold. Seriously. I think that was the best part of it. Not so much the records, but just getting out of the cold.
You were willing to buy whatever just to be able to be warm. Yeah. How was your Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving was good. It's pretty chill. Good. Just us and the fam. Sorry, I say me and the fam. Us. I don't identify.
Do you have multiple personalities?
I don't. I'm just a he. I'm a he him.
Nice.
I'm a he him. So just me and my
and the fam.
And the fam. And Jess, my wife, who's a freaking Mozart in the kitchen. Really,
Mozart.
She slayed. Mm-hmm.
She slayed.
Yeah.
Yep. Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss. Good for Jess.
How about you?
Oh, Thanksgiving was amazing. I love Thanksgiving. It's my freaking favorite. It's so good. And there was lots of food. Oh,
I saw the plate. You posted a plate of your food.
I know. That was just the first one. I didn't take a picture of the second one.
Oh, really? Was it even bigger?
Of course. Oh, yeah. Because the first one, the mashed potatoes and stuffing hadn't got down to me yet. And I was like, I'm taking a picture now. Because, I don't know how you are, but this shows what a fat pig I am. When I eat Thanksgiving, I don't put the turkey here, the stuffing here.
Pile it all in there.
I pile it as high as I can. And my brother and I are so opposite in that way because his food can't touch.
Oh, don't touch my food.
Exactly.
My food can't touch.
And so we sat next to each other. And I have this mountain of food, and he has a very nicely plated meal. And I'm just like, it shows which one of us is going to die before we're 40. But it was great. And then we talked this last time. I hope that everybody that ate at a Thanksgiving this year either helped cook or helped clean. It's very important. I did both, but
you bragging over here?
Got to do what you can. I made the rolls.
Oh, you made the rolls?
Made the rolls, babe.
Did Fred Durst help you? Were you guys rolling?
We were rolling. We were rolling.
Are you still rolling? Did you keep
rolling? Yes, indeed. Indubitably. I think we've mentioned Limp Bizkit on this show more than we mentioned any other band, and I'm including the Callous Cowboys in that.
That's good.
That's saying something.
I think people are here for Limp Bizkit, so.
Exactly. This is the Limp Bizkit podcast. Stooge, we should go into our pickups from Black Friday.
I was going to say, I bet you that's the other thing people are here for is pickups.
They want to know what we got.
They want to know. Do you want me to go first?
Go for it.
Well, there we go. First one, I'm going to go Smash Mouth.
Heck yeah.
This I love this album. I used to listen to it a lot when I was a kid, when I was playing my PlayStation, not
Heck
PlayStation
yeah.
2, but my PlayStation.
PlayStation 1.
I think I even played some Super Nintendo. I listened to this a little bit too.
Heck yeah.
Anyways, it comes on this really cool, like transparent
Beautiful.
neon green. Oh, I just hit my microphone. I try to pull it out a little bit, but it's in there toit.
Yeah, it freaking is. Yeah, it freaking is.
And you know what's cool about
Ooh,
this
that's
one?
pretty. Yeah.
Yeah. What's really cool about this record is this inner sleeve you see here. That's what it came with.
It came in that inner
It
sleeve.
came in this nice little inner
I'm
sleeve. Yeah.
very impressed. Good for them.
Yeah, so was I. I
Yeah.
was like, good on you guys.
Seriously.
Gotta Groove Records. Anyways.
Gotta groove.
So that's number one. Second one I got was Dream Widow. This
Heck
is
yeah.
a Dave Grohl project that is associated with Studio 666, the comedy movie the Foo Fighters made last year. Or was it this year? I think it came out this year.
One of them.
It
came out. Yeah.
I don't know. Anyways, this is just on standard black, but it's really
Cool.
cool to have. I'm really glad I got that one.
Seriously, that's awesome.
And then the other Black Friday release I got, as Waffles mentioned, was the Watchmen soundtrack. And it's like a combo of both the score by Tyler Bates. That's why I was saying Bates last week when we were trying to think of it.
Oh, okay.
Bates. What Bates, Nate? Anyways,
Yeah.
Tyler Bates did the score, and then it's also got music. That was on here too, like stuff from My Chemical Romance, Leonard Cohen,
Desolation Row,
Nat King Cole, Jimi Hendrix. Anyways, it's
Heck
on
yeah.
Cool Yellow right there, and there's also one that's on blue, but it's even tighter in here because it's a 3 LP.
Whoa!
I don't even know if I can get that blue one out.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Struggle. There it is.
Struggle.
Oh, cool.
Yep. So 2 yellows, 1 blue, and yeah, I'm really excited to have this. This was postponed a couple of times, and like I said, I've only seen this movie like twice, but great soundtrack. So those were my RSD specific pickups. The record store Graywell we went to also had some other cool deals. They had a bunch of records for like $10. So I'll just show you what I got real quick. I got Jazz is Dead, and this has got Adrian Young and Ali Shaheed Muhammad. And if you don't know who Ali Shaheed Muhammad is, he's a member of the of Tribe Called Quest.
Oh, well, there you go. I did not know this. Yeah, so there you go.
This would be really cool. And then I got that was $10 for that one. This was also $10. Nellyville by Nelly.
You should recreate that album cover.
It's getting hot in here. It's got that one. And Air Force Ones, which is my favorite song.
Yeah.
And then the last one I picked up, this is actually half off, but it was the Pit Up Girls album from last record store day.
Heck yeah.
And it's got like Marilyn Monroe on it, Peggy Lee. It's even got what's her face, Judy Garland, like just a bunch of old pinup like divas. I didn't know
that like era. Yeah.
I'm surprised Judy Garland's considered a pinup girl. Anyways.
I don't think she is, but it's like the era of pinup girls.
Okay, there you go. But yeah, so that's really cool. And then something came in the mail this week, just a Monster Rally album. It's something
that's cool.
Botanica Dream is what it's called.
Botanica Dream.
Anyways, yeah, those are my record store day pickups, my friend.
That's rad, dude. Look at that.
How about yours?
I got a bunch too. I mean,
you got something from Silverstein.
That's right, I freaking did. Okay, first one. So, like Stooge, let's start with my record store day exclusives. The first one is, I can never remember how to pronounce this one, Sagarmatha by the Appleseed Cast. And this one came on like a gray with a blue splatter on one, and then a gray with a pink splatter on the other.
Oh, nice!
Fun little color coordination.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, this is a really fun one to get. Appleseed Cast is a great band.
What kind of band are they?
They're an emo band. They're like old emo. They're what like people in their like 40s
classic
like
emo
listened to back in the day. Yeah. The next one though is what Stooge mentioned. This is Arrivals and Departures by Silverstein. And this one was a big deal. We talked to many people at Record Store Day that were looking for this, and not everybody got one. So, but it also came on this really pretty green and white marble record. It's really, really cool. I love this album. So it's a big deal. Exactly. Big deal that this was on vinyl. Because I think they've only pressed it like once, like 15 years ago. So
wow.
This is a big deal that this one came out finally. And it's a super underrated Silverstein record.
I said it, Silverstein.
Gotcha. The next one that was another exclusive is The Art of Balance by Shadows Fall. Shadows Fall being one of the very first new wave of American heavy metal bands in the 2000s. They came on this really pretty green one too. I was really stoked on those three. And then this one, I like got for the novelty of it, and then I listened to it. I was like, this is delightful in every way, and that is the Rockabye Baby lullaby renditions of Blink 182 songs. It's actually came on a sick variant too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's like dark orange with black marbling throughout. Anyway, it's really fun to listen to. I listened to it and I was like, this is really vibey music because it's just like literally lullaby versions of Blink's like most popular songs. So.
You know, something you forgot to show, and I also forgot to show, is that Cheech and Chong single.
Did you grab one of those? Yes, I did grab one of them. I didn't pull it out.
Grab one. Yeah, we both got one of those.
Yes, Santa Claus and his old lady. Yeah.
Yep. Anyways.
It's actually really cool. It came on like a half green, half red.
Yeah, it looks nice.
7-inch. Yeah. And then like Stooge grabbed a couple more that I'll just blow through real quick because it was record store day, and you might as well, just keep buying more records besides the exclusives.
Just, the recession's coming. Just waste
honestly waste money now. Yeah. First one is the self-titled 3 Knee Deep album. This artwork is really freaking cool. 3 Knee Deep hardcore band, really really fun. This is their only album, but trying to end it on Standard Black. My apologies. Next one is Never Mind the Bollocks. Here's the Sex Pistols. Very important album to me growing up, and I just never had it on vinyl. Like
really,
every few years they pressed it, and I was just one of those like I'll get it, and then I just never did. So then, good opportunity to get it now. But it's on a really, really neon greeny one.
Oh, that's cool.
I know, super, super bright. Next one is, oh my gosh, The Requiem by Dead Body. Shout out to Ryan at Graywell if you're listening to this. Very nice fellow who works there. Let me know that they got one of these because this is a great new album by the Young Brothers, 2 guys that are in the world of heavy music that are in like 5 different bands, and they're all incredible. So Dead Body. Oh, and this one. Really cool. Dark gray with white splatter.
I like that one the best.
Super cool. The next one is Born to be Betrayed by Abrasion. Abrasion is a great hardcore band that's just very, very new to the world of hardcore. Purple variant. Super heavy album. If any of these albums I've talked about today I can recommend, it's this one. Then the last one, I swear. And that is the first 2 EPs, My People Hold On and One Day Will Come by Zulu. Zulu is a hardcore band that is very focused on the African American community. That's super important in the world of hardcore right now. That we have diversity and lots of voices. I hope I don't have the record fall out because it's at a weird angle. But there's a what do you call it? Silk screening. Yeah, it's not a picture. It's a silk screen printing on one side. That's super cool. So Zulu, highly recommend for the world of hardcore heavy music. And also just for diversity, it's awesome that we're able to get more than one perspective and more than one voice out in the world of heavy music. So that was it. We both made a killing.
We did. We both made a killing and spent all of our monies.
Yep, dead bodies everywhere, honestly.
My kids will not be having Christmas now. Yeah,
seriously. What even is Christmas without records? You know what I mean? So that's what they can have. They can have a good time of watching you listen to your records.
Oh, that's true. We can enjoy the gift of music together.
Do you remember The Simpsons where Homer gets Marge a bowling ball with his name on it? Yeah. It's the same concept of just like, hey guys, I got us records.
And then she takes up bowling and almost has an affair.
Exactly. Yeah. That's in your future, but with records.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
Just gonna have an affair with some artists you like. I couldn't think of anything fast enough. Sorry. Let's get into today's topic.
Let's do it.
Will you introduce it for us?
Oh, sure, I will. And I don't know if you've mentioned or if people can tell yet, but Waffles has got a little bit of a sniffles today.
Oh, yeah. I'm quite sick. So, yeah.
I mean, I can tell, but I don't know if anyone else could. But yeah, so I was just mentioning that for.
So if anybody's curious if there's a gun behind the camera, if I'm not acting normal, or why I'm not talking normal, or why I'm on a 3-second delay mentally. Yeah,
you do sniffles, yeah. Shoot, I can't remember what I was gonna say. But anyways, yeah. So, if anyone out there believes in the mystics or whatever, just send your prayers to.
Send the good vibes this way.
Good old Waffles over here.
I'm on 3 days of a monster cold, and I still have to work next week.
For a speedy recovery.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right, let's jump into the topic today because I'm really excited for today's topic actually, and I spent hours preparing for it, and it doesn't show, of course. But we're going to talk about today biopics, specifically around musicians. And specifically, even more specifically, how many times do you guys say specifically?
Specifically.
We're going to talk about musicians who do not have biopics yet who we would like to see have biopics. And then on top of that, we're going to talk about who we would cast to play that musician in their biopic. So,
yeah, we freaking are.
We put out some out on our social medias.
Some feelers.
Some feelers for suggestions. But also I put questions up today, or I should say yesterday. Now this episode's coming up on Monday. For suggestions on who people would cast for these different musicians. So
yes,
I'm going to go ahead and go through our list like I posted it on our social media. After we're done doing this, Waffles and I will talk about a few that we would like to see biopics for as well. So here we go.
Yep.
Ready to jump into this?
I'm so ready.
All right. So let's go ahead and start with one of the big ones here, Madonna.
Yes.
Madonna still doesn't have a biopic.
Shocking.
She's still, she's not that old, and she's still around. So not super
Have you
shocking.
seen a picture of Madonna recently?
I've seen.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. That needs a story in itself.
It's not great, but let's not slander on the show, needlessly.
Oh, we'll slander. Yeah. We'll slander.
Waffles, Madonna. And yes. I was going for like 80s Madonna is the vibe.
Of course.
I don't know what you're shooting for. Who would you cast as, or who would you cast to play Madonna?
I think like this one that came to me right away was Florence Pugh.
No freaking way, dude.
Yeah. Did you pick her too?
Exactly who I
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah, she's perfect. She actually has like the same like face shape. This is why I thought of her. Like, she's super cute. Oh yeah, yep. Stu just got. If you're watching our show on YouTube, Stu just gonna pull up the actual images of the actors and actresses we're talking about.
Yeah, this would be a really good episode to watch. On
YouTube. Yeah,
but
yeah, Florence Pugh.
If you want to listen, so Florence Pugh. For people who aren't familiar with her and like what kind of roles she's been in, she plays Black Widow. I mean, for I think what you read the most people, she plays. What's her character name in the Black Widow? She's the Black Widow's sister. Doesn't she have a name though? I can't remember.
I never saw Black Widow.
You never saw Black Widow, and you never watched.
No, it didn't look that interesting.
She was also in the Arrow series on not Arrow. That's a WB thing.
You're talking about the.
There's a superhero in Marvel.
Yeah. Also, I can't think of his name.
Not Hawkeye though. I think it was called something else. But
Jeremy Renner's character.
Yeah. Jeremy Renner's character.
Anyway,
she's in that too. I can't remember.
But she was in Midsummer, and she was in Don't Worry, Darling, and
yep, and she was also in Little Women.
She's in Little Women. Yep.
So yeah, that's funny that we both picked her. I thought she'd be perfect.
She's super cute. She's super funny, and Madonna, like in the '80s, cute and funny and ridiculous and hot. So yeah, she's great. Florence, I think Florence Pugh is crazy hot. So
did you know they actually have a Madonna biopic in the works, and they've already
No, I didn't.
Yeah. Here, let me look that up real quick too.
Okay. We've become that podcast that like is actively researching while the show's happening.
Oh yeah, why the hell not? It's this woman.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I don't know. Let me go to all instead of images. Maybe that'll help. Julia Garner.
I don't know Julia Garner. Well, there you go.
No. And it looks like it's saying Madonna founder or, has picked. Anyways, Julia Garner. I don't know what movie she's been from, but there you go.
Sick.
Anyways, all right, cool. So next one, moving on. We've got Miss, the queen of, I guess if Madonna's the queen of pop, this would be the princess of pop, right? Is Britney Spears.
Absolutely.
So I don't think I really need to pull up any images of Britney Spears, but
why not?
Just in case.
Why not?
People needed it. I should have done like a young Britney Spears or something like that, but here we go. So we got young Britney Spears there. This was a tough one for me. I couldn't find anyone who I exactly thought would play the good role, or who I thought looked like her a lot. But who did you pick to play Britney?
Do you remember in the early days of YouTube, Chris Crocker had his video, "Leave Britney Alone"? Remember that? Mm-mm. Are you kidding me, Stooge? It was one of the most viral videos of all time.
What year did it come out? I might have been out like doing the Lord's work.
Exactly. Okay, so if you just look up on your Google image right there, "Leave Britney Alone."
Okay.
Chris Crocker was the very early days of YouTube, and he did a video where he just was ranting and screaming under a blanket about how Britney Spears is being so mistreated. but he knows so much about Britney that like he could do it.
You would have Chris Crocker
play Britney Spears.
Okay.
Absolutely. Because she loves him too. That video was humongous when it came out.
And this is my who I settled on.
Army Hammer?
Taylor-Joy.
Taylor-Joy.
Yep. I know her face is a lot more narrow than Britney's is. I don't know, something about the eyes a little bit did it for me, and I thought she would maybe have the charisma to be able to pull off the role as well. So
she's a great actress, so she could totally
she's a really good actress. So that's who I went with, Anna Taylor-Joy.
I think she's so beautiful, Anna Taylor-Joy.
Yeah. She is.
Man, you got me worked up thinking about Florence Pugh and Anya Taylor-Joy.
Can you take a break, Waffles?
That'd be great, actually, if I could just take a quick minute break. Yeah.
All right. So we've done Madonna and Britney. Oh, the next one, Ozzy Osbourne. Why do I sound like an Australian?
Ozzy Osbourne. Yeah.
Ozzy.
Let
me pull up an image of Ozzy. Although once again, I really don't think
Ozzy Osbourne, infamously the singer for Black Sabbath, and also his solo career.
Yep. Ozzy, pretty well known. Who did you pick? Who did you cast?
This was a tough one for me. This one took like a lot of thought. But in my efforts of thinking of someone who's British and could properly act out the absolutely insane life that Ozzy Osbourne has lived, this is a little bit dated. I don't know if he acts anymore, but my first thought was Russell Brand.
Because that's not bad.
Oh, thank you. Like, because he's British and ridiculous and has also like lived a crazy life. So it was like, you know what? I think Russell Brand could do it if he grew out the hair slightly longer and could act out some of the wild things Ozzy did in his life. I think he could do it.
I'm sure Russell Brand has not had as crazy a life of Ozzy.
No, I don't think so either.
I think a crazier life than the average person, for sure.
Agreed, yeah.
And so, I'm not mad at that pick, honestly.
Okay, thank you.
I looked up Russell Brand for other things. I think he's like 50 now. He's getting old.
He's a lot older than you think he is, yeah.
Yeah, so Russell Brand, not a bad choice.
Does he even still act? I don't even know.
I don't know either. I haven't seen him anything lately. I think he was a stand-up before he was an actor, wasn't he?
Yeah, I believe so too.
So, anyways, Russell Brand, not mad at that pick. Here, I have to look up my guy's name because it's still so new. I can't remember what it is.
Timothy Chalamet.
It's Billy from Stranger Things. So Dacre.
Oh my gosh, that's such a good answer.
Montgomery.
That is such a good answer.
I felt like this guy could do a really good job.
Yes.
Because I feel like Billy is Ozzy Osbourne almost. Yeah. He did a really good job playing like a crazy guy, and then they put the eyeliner on him, like, oh, that's Ozzy, you know?
That's Ozzy.
So that's
a great answer.
That's why. And what's funny is I kept tossing it up between him and Kurt Cobain, like, because I was.
Oh, he could do both. Yeah.
I was like, he could probably do a Kurt Cobain as well, and he's right in the young age group too. So, and anyways, I ultimately said, I think he would just be able to do Ozzy really well. So
absolutely. Man, the Ozzy biopic would be so good.
It would be insane, wouldn't it?
Yeah. It could even just be called Diary of a Madman. I'm going to send that to somebody that's genius.
No, it would just be called Ozzy, dude.
Okay.
Ozzy. All right. Let's I'm trying to see if anyone's made any suggestions. I'll read this one off. Ryan.
Yes, let's hear it.
He said Tilda Swinton. This is who he went with.
For Ozzy.
And then my wife said the guy who played Rudy.
Oh, Sean Astin?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe like a younger Sean Astin.
Yeah. He has more of like a rounder face, so like more full face, I guess is the phrase.
Yeah. Anyways.
Okay. I'm into that.
So all right. So the next one we put up is the Beatles.
Yes, and we're doing all four of the Beatles, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, this was the hardest one for
was
me.
It? Okay.
Yeah. Because I don't know. I feel like even though they look the same, they've got slightly different features about them. I don't know. It's hard for me. I'm trying to find a picture real quick where I could pull up real fast. But anyways, I think everyone knows what the Beatles look like. I love this picture of the Beatles, by the way.
Yeah, it's spooky. That's what you like hang in a haunted house.
My goodness. Anyway, so the Beatles. Let me go ahead and hear. Who do you have? Okay,
so I hope my answer doesn't suck. I picked the four main kids in Harry Potter, and let me explain. Because Daniel Radcliffe could play John Lennon easily.
Okay, yeah, I'll buy that.
Rupert Grint could play Ringo.
Yep. Yeah.
Emma Watson, who is Hermione, could play George. And
I was
then
gonna have her play Paul, but go on.
no, because she's got the hair for George. And then
Okay.
also Tom Felton, who played Malfoy, could play Paul. Because then he and Harry would have that great dynamic as John and Paul.
I've got Tom in a different part of my list, so that's
Are
funny
you
that you bring
freaking
him up.
serious?
Yeah,
We are on the same wavelength. Oh my gosh.
yeah. So Tom. I should pull all those up real quick for the
You just put
people who
like
aren't
the
familiar with
Harry
Harry
Potter
Potter.
kids. Yeah.
Harry Potter. Type in Harry Potter and see what comes
There
up.
you go.
Oh, this is a good one right here.
Okay,
I
yeah.
guess they're older right there. But there's your
There's
Ringo.
Ringo.
There's your what's his face?
John.
John, and your
There's
George.
George. See, she has to be George.
And what was the Malfoy's little kid's name?
Tom Felton.
Oh, I know Tom. I'll just look up Tom Felton. Everyone knows. Tom Felton. There
See,
you
and
go.
he could play Paul. He could do it.
Hello, everybody. I'm Paul.
We're from Liverpool. Yeah.
We're from Liverpool.
Are they from Liverpool? I feel like they are. Are they? I don't remember.
He could also play. He could play Jack Nicholson in The Shining
too. He could play Ted Nugent.
Who
would you pick for the Beatles?
So for this one, I went like the other ones I was trying to do a serious casting for.
Okay.
For the Beatles, because they are taken so seriously, I thought it'd be funny to see a funny version of the Beatles.
Yes.
So this would be like a comedy thing. So just so you know. So I picked Bill Hader, Fred Armisen, Andy Samberg, and Channing Tatum to play my Beatles. I watched
the hell out of that. Yeah.
Yes. Fred's gonna be what's his face? Paul. No, not Paul. John.
Okay.
John Lennon. Channing Tatum will be George.
Okay.
Andy Samberg would be Ringo.
Okay.
And Bill Hader could be who do I have left? Paul.
Paul. Yeah.
Yeah. Just
I
just
love that.
Them,
yeah.
Like whatever. Just let them
literally.
Like the average age that they're at is like almost 20 years past when the Beatles actually broke up. But whatever,
Whatever. Yeah. The Beatles are timeless.
They are timeless.
That is so funny. That's a great idea.
So that's one I'm like, I really don't know what to pick, and so I'm just gonna have fun with it. So I
love it.
That's my Beatles.
That's so good.
Anyway,
plus like a funny Beatles movie about their lives would be hilarious.
Yeah, it would. I don't think I need to look up My People. I think people are pretty familiar with all those. Especially if you're a record collector, you probably know who Fred Armisen is. Andy Samberg is pretty popular as well. But anyways.
Yep.
And who doesn't know who Channing Tatum is?
I know.
Anyways, all right. You ready to move on to the next one?
Yes, let's do it.
All right. So the next one on our list, is Mr. David Bowie, which David Bowie actually had one come out. I want to say
he did, like on Hulu or something.
Yeah. So
I didn't see it.
What was it called? Like Star something or Stardust?
Probably Starman.
Anyways, but yeah, I haven't seen it yet, so I figured what the hell we could do this. It was suggested, so why not?
Yeah.
So
the reason I haven't seen it is because it's also not the story of his life. It's literally the story of his first tour in America.
Oh.
Yeah, that's all. That's all it's about. Because he did it by himself. He didn't it's very DIY kind of thing, which is a big deal in the day. But anyway, I've told this joke 1,000 times, but I dead ass mean it this time. Tilda Swinton could play David Bowie perfectly. Because she looks so much like him that it wouldn't be hard. Literally some red hair dye and it's David Bowie.
You know what? You're right. It is still the
she and she's weird enough that it could work fine. David Bowie was a weird character, and so she could do it.
Okay.
She's so talented; she could do it just fine.
What's the younger Skarsgård name? The one that played Pennywise?
Peter? Bill played. Bill played.
Bill Skarsgård.
Oh,
so this is a
great answer.
So
great answer.
He's also kind of got a unique look like Bowie does. And
yeah, they have that albino look. Him and Tilda could easily
that albino.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Scared off all albino listeners with that.
Exactly. Bill could play young Bowie, and then Tilda could play older Bowie. Oh my gosh, we've just cast the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Dang,
nailed it.
Yep.
All right, and then I think on the social medias, I think Ryan also suggested Tilda Swinton, and then my wife suggested Charlie Heaton, and if you don't know who that is, he plays Jonathan on Stranger Things. He's Will's older brother.
Oh, he could do it, yeah.
I guess I can pull him up real quick.
Pull it up real quick.
Charlie Heaton.
He's got a similar look to Bowie, like right in the face. I could see it. Right there, especially. I did not say especially like I'm in 6th grade.
Yeah, you did.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. We just need a David Bowie movie. That'd be fascinating. He would talk about a crazy life.
Crazy life indeed.
Crazy life, man.
All right, next one. We have got Kurt Cobain.
Kurt Cobain.
I'll just pull up Nirvana because I actually casted the whole band.
Oh, see, I just did Kurt. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be fine with Kurt. Who did you pick for Kurt?
For this was, I think, my toughest one because I really struggled being like, who could even play Kurt Cobain?
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Because I love Nirvana. I've watched a whole lot of interviews and stuff about Kurt. He's a very interesting character. The only person I felt like could actually do it justice is Evan Peters. Because Evan Peters
I don't know who that is.
He's from American Horror Story. He plays Quicksilver in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He was just in the Dahmer show. He's a very talented actor. But the thing that I said about Evan, why he'd be good as Kurt, is Kurt would do this thing where often in interviews he would act like he was not interested in being there, but he was interested. It was just his personality from kind of having such a rough childhood. And I think Evan could do that well. Is like that whole I don't like life, but I promise I do, but I really don't, but I promise I do. So I think he'd be great.
Nice. Yeah, that's a good pick. I like Evan Peters. I'm down for that. All right, you ready for mine?
I'm ready for yours.
Mainstream. Harry Styles.
Oh, Harry Styles. Okay.
Because I feel like Harry could pull off the scruffy look. And also has the vocal chops to maybe even try a Cobain,
Yep.
Here, that's a pretty good one. You see, he's scruffy there. You just have to grow his hair out a little bit.
Yep.
So that's who I picked. Plus, it's got the name recognition, so we get
there you go.
All the people get the butts in the seats.
We like those butts.
For the rest of the band, what's the bass player's name again? I can't remember.
Chris Novoselic.
Chris Novoselic. I went with Ansel Elgort.
Who's it? Oh, from the Kingsman movies. Oh, from Baby Driver.
Yeah.
There we go.
He's tall. I mean, look at him. He's tall as hell.
If he had that down to his neck hair,
yeah, he'd have to grow the hair.
Chris Novoselic, yeah.
Or put a wig on. And then for Dave Grohl, my wife didn't like this, but I couldn't find anyone who I thought. Ezra Miller.
Oh, yikes. Yeah. Yikes.
I know he's got some controversy right now.
Yeah. Ezra Miller's for sure going to prison. But that is a great answer for Nirvana aged Dave Grohl.
Yeah. Yeah.
They look very similar.
So that's how I went. I don't know. Anyways, Kurt Cobain was really hard for me to pick as well.
Yes, Kurt was hard. Because Kurt, while a musical genius, did not have a big personality, and so picking an actor that could kind of be a little more demure. Yeah, exactly.
A young Gosling.
A young Gosling. Right? Yeah, absolutely. Ryan Reynolds could have been Kurt Cobain.
All right. Next one. This was the hardest one, and
this is a tough one.
I took the cheat on this one. We're talking about Michael Jackson.
You took the cheat?
Yeah, you'll see what I mean in a second.
Oh, okay.
Michael Jackson, because we're talking about Jackson 5 Michael Jackson. It looks nothing like,
toward the end
Michael
there.
Jackson, yeah. So if it just depends on what kind of, time frame you're focused
on. The era, yeah.
Yeah. So I'll just tell you mine first because mine's not fun.
Let's do it.
I used the Tilda Swinton card.
Oh, she could do it. Tilda Swinton could absolutely do adult Michael Jackson.
So that's what I went with.
Absolutely. Because I really that Jerry curl wig. Yeah.
So anyways. How about you? Who'd you pick?
I also went with a pretty shitty answer. Do you know who Miranda Cosgrove is?
No.
Miranda Cosgrove played the main little girl in School of Rock, and she was in iCarly and Drake and Josh.
Oh my gosh.
She looks just like Michael Jackson.
You think she looks like Michael Jackson?
Look at her right in the face. She looks just like Michael Jackson. That picture right there, just second row at the left, where she's got long, straight black hair. Second row.
This one?
Oh yeah, that's Michael. She could do it.
No,
she could be adult Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson,
give her a top hat and go, and that's Michael. Like, she just needs the one glove. Billie Jean isn't even her lover. Do you know what I mean? She's just a girl.
I just want to apologize for anyone who's expecting a real answer from us on that one.
We both picked such stupid answers for that one.
Let's just move on to
the next one. Did we get any good ones from social for that one?
No, all we got was freaking Ryan, who said Tilda Swinton.
Did he say Tilda Swinton for every single one of them? Freaking Ryan. Love that kid.
All right, here we go. Next one. Mr.
Oh, this
Marley.
was a tough one, too.
I thought it was kind of tough, too, as well.
Yeah.
Who did you settle on, though?
So this one, like, I honestly don't know a ton about Bob Marley. I'm not a huge Bob Marley guy. But I thought look-wise and also is a great actor, Michael B. Jordan could do Bob Marley quite well.
Person. That's who
Did we really? Well. Oh, my gosh. We're the same person. Michael B. Jordan is such a great actor. I think that just means we need
to expose ourselves to more African-American black actors.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think we're just showing how ignorant we are.
Do you know what's pathetic is I even thought, like, why don't they just have Ziggy Marley do it? It's like his kid. Anyway, Michael B. Jordan is very talented. He's super, super talented. He could absolutely play Bob Marley in it because Bob Marley had an interesting life.
Dude, no, it's Ziggy Marley. That's who's playing him.
There you go. That's what I said.
I changed my vote. Ziggy's playing.
Ziggy could have done it easily. Are you a Bob Marley guy?
No, not really. Yeah, like, I like Jammin', and Buffalo Soldier, the hits.
The three little birds. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't own like any of his stuff on vinyl, or anything like that. And I don't know a whole lot about him. So but I know, like, he was all about kind of like peace, love, and music and stuff like that. And he's heavily associated with getting high and
made reggae bigger than anybody.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He's the king of reggae.
I'm very interested about the next artist, what your answer is going to be.
Oh, okay. Let's go ahead and go to the next one then. The next one, is the Beastie Boys.
Yeah.
Let me pull them up real quick in case anyone needs a refresher on what the Beastie Boys look like. So the Beastie Boys. So from left to right, we've got Ad Rock right there. We've got Mike D in the middle, and then that's MCA Adam Yauch at the very far right.
Yeah.
And this one was hard for me as well. I'm only really happy with one of my selections.
Oh no.
So here's what I'm gonna go. So I think everyone. So for Ad Rock, I went with Tom Holland.
Oh, okay.
Because I feel like he's similar enough looking and young. I'm going for a young Beastie Boys. So I figured Tom Holland could pull off, an Ad Rock. I think they can make it work. Dye his hair darker. And then for my next two, I really don't know these actors. I was going through lists of young actors, say, okay, who kind of looks like? So for Mike D, I picked, I don't know, his name is Fionn O'Shea. I'll pull up. Anyways.
I don't even recognize that fool.
I don't know who he is either.
But he has a very similar face shape.
He looks like Mike D.
Absolutely.
He looks like Michael Diamond for sure. If in case you need me to go back so you can see just Michael Diamond. Mike D.
Totally.
Like that
even
is
just
him.
that black and white picture right there. Like
he's got like that elongated face with the big eyes.
Yep.
So that's why I picked to play Mike D. And then for my Adam Yauch MCA, a guy named Devin Bostick. Do you know who that is?
Mm-mm.
Neither do I. So let's look him up.
Let's find this together. Oh, I've seen him and stuff.
So this guy, and the reason I picked him, I think you see right here, MCA always wore like a leather jacket. And so when I saw this image, I'm like, oh, that guy could pull off an MCA. MCA was like the leader of the group too. He was like the dad of the group.
Yeah.
That's it. That's an old MCA. Trying to see if I can find younger. Anyways, there you go. That's like a younger MCA right there.
Yeah.
So, that's what I was shooting for, and that guy gave me those vibes. So
the guy before, the Devin Bostick, he plays the older brother in Diary of a Wimpy Kid, and he's in a band called Soiled Diaper, or Loaded Diaper. So there you go.
Oh, Loaded Diaper. There you go.
Yeah, cool. So he's ready. He could do it.
He's good to go. All right. How about you?
My answer for this is pretty lame, just because I don't know the Beastie Boys very well, but I thought about like a trio that would do very well for this. I said the Hemsworth brothers.
Nice.
They've got that chemistry ready to go.
They've got three of them? I thought there was only two of them.
There's three of them. There's three of them. There's one that's not as well known.
The short Hemsworth?
Exactly. But they're funny. And I think if anything, it'd be funny to hear them attempt accents. Like that's what I think would be the most entertaining is to hear them attempt to do the Beastie Boys accents because opposite ends of the planet, verbally.
Yeah,
So
yeah. New York and Australia.
In Australia, yeah.
Totally. All right. What we got one more here from our list.
Yep.
It is the White Stripes. So
yes. I'm
Jack
very
and
interested
Meg
to hear
White.
your answer.
So yeah, let me pull this up real quick so people can see the White Stripes. Even though I don't think people need a picture, I'll just do it just in case.
You're so funny.
There you go. It's the White Stripes. So mine, I'm actually really happy with my picks for this one. I would totally go see this movie. So for Jack White, I'm going with Joe Carey. And if you don't know who Joe Carey is, he's Steve Harrington. And
he'd do so well.
Yeah. He is Steve Harrington in Stranger Things.
Yeah.
I think he's got just the hair for it for sure.
Yes, absolutely.
And he's right in that like young age group, so I think he would nail the role. And I love his character in Stranger Things.
Oh, he's hilarious. Yeah.
And then for Meg, this was a hard one because I considered several different people, but I ended up going with Ellie Fanning.
Oh, that's a good answer.
Ellie Fanning is a blonde, but if you just dyed her hair black,
she could be Meg. Yep.
That's Meg, and I feel like
she got that same complexion.
I love her in The Great. So I think she's a really great actress, and I feel like she could carry that vibe that Meg White has, where she's like a silent but sassy. Yeah. I feel like Ellie would be able to pull that off as well. So that's why I went.
Absolutely, that's Ellie a great Fanning. Answer. Yeah.
Thanks. How about you?
So I went a little more conceptual with mine, and I want you to imagine we do a White Stripes movie in the same vein as like Austin Powers, where one actor plays both Jack and Meg. Okay.
Eddie
and
Murphy.
I was trying to he can do it. I was trying to think who's pasty, who's got the black hair, but is talented enough. And I think that could play both Jack and Meg, Helena Bonham Carter. She could easily portray like the demure and kind of like out there attitude that Jack has when he talks, but also be like the silent, like you said, silent type of Meg. And just, enough makeup and enough outfits, she could play both easily.
Well, yeah, I would be totally down with you if this was maybe like 20, 30 years ago.
But I'm talking we're in the future, yeah. I want as many wrinkles as I can get. Give me Helena Bonham Carter in a wheelchair. But no, she could do it.
Yeah.
Because the story of the White Stripes legitimately would make a great movie. Fascinating story. Yeah.
I agree. All right.
We should do a side episode just for Stooge called like Biopics of Jack White's bands, where we just do every band and every musical project he's done, because that would be a whole other conversation.
I don't think we'd have enough time.
Yeah, exactly.
There's too many.
We'll do a live stream.
Live stream.
Exactly.
Be there for 20 hours, covering all the different side projects.
Exactly.
All right. So now that we've gone through all the ones that were on our
socials,
Instagram, on our socials, I just want to name off like 5 other bands that I would like, because most of those were just bands that people suggested they would like to see as
bigger mainstream ones.
Yeah, to see as cast. There's a couple, of course, I'd like to see biopics for. And then I've actually cast mine. I don't think you did.
I did not, but I'd love to hear yours.
Okay, so first one, obvious what I'm going for, right?
The Black Keys.
The Black Keys.
The Black freaking Keys, man.
The Black Keys. And just in case anyone needs to see what these jabrones look like. Man, that's such a small picture. But people pretty much know what the Black Keys look like. So, for my Black Keys, I once again cast Ansel Elgort to play Patrick.
Oh, okay. Baby Driver Kid?
Yep, because I think he once again, he's super lanky, and if you put glasses on him, he's freaking what's his face? He's Patrick.
Yep.
And then this one took me the longest to decide on, was who to play Dan Auerbach. Because let me pull up Dan again for you real quick.
Okay.
He's got such unique facial features, like his eyes. His eyes are so unique. Yeah. And he's got such a scruffy look, all the time.
Yeah.
So this is the one where I actually mentioned earlier. I picked Tom Felton.
Oh, Tom Felton. He could do it.
Like Tom Felton has kind of those sunken eyes.
Yes.
And if you give him a beard, he can look kind of Dan Auerbach-y, scruffy looking.
For sure.
So that is who I ultimately decided to play Dan, because I really don't know who else I could pick to do it. So
Yeah,
there you go. That's what I went with.
that's so sick, dude.
Other band, I went with Rage Against the Machine. I didn't cast this one though. I'd love to see a Rage documentary.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. And then Beck. I would love to see a Beck one. I didn't cast that one. Honestly,
that'd be a tough one to cast.
Tilda Swinton. What are you talking about?
Tilda Swinton could do it. Or Helen Mirren. Helen Mirren is Beck. I'd watch that in a heartbeat. Yeah.
And then the last one, which I did cast, was Led Zeppelin. I would love to see a Led Zeppelin biopic, and I think it'd be a good one as well. So let me find a picture.
I'm interested to hear your cast.
Yep. So
that's a great picture.
My cast. Yeah, here we go. I'll start going through it here. Okay. Where are you at, Led Zeppelin? There you are, Zeppelin. So to play Jimmy Page,
okay,
I actually picked Timothy Chalamet.
Oh, totally.
So Timothy Chalamet could play my Jimmy Page.
Totally.
He could play my Jimmy. And then for my John Bonham, I picked Miles Teller.
Oh, okay. That's a good answer.
I think he could pull off the John Bonham vibe.
Yes, he could.
If he just gave him some facial hair. Then for my John Paul Jones, I picked Daniel Radcliffe.
Heck yeah.
He could play.
Heck yeah.
He would be my John Bonham.
Dude.
I'm sorry, my John Paul Jones. And then for Robert Plant, I picked what's his face? Sorry. Taron Egerton.
Is that the kid that was in Rocketman?
Yep. He played Elton John.
Oh, totally.
So I think if we just gave him curly hair, he looks similar enough. Plus he's he's from England.
He's British as hell.
Yeah. So I feel like he could. I mean, if he could pull off Elton, you can pull off anybody, you know?
Bit mental, isn't it?
So that's who I picked as my plan.
Dude, I love it. I'd watch a Led Zeppelin movie in a heartbeat. That sounds way fun.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but why aren't we casting directors in Hollywood? Why are we wasting away our lives at like these worthless jobs?
I know.
I'm just kidding. I love my job.
Tilda Swinton would love us.
Tilda Swinton would be like, man, I've never had so many scripts come in all at once. What happened? So my 5 bands, I did not cast anything for, but some bands that had interesting stories, I think would make great movies. The first would be the Misfits. The Misfits in the 70s and 80s were one of the first horror punk bands, and were just wild and did so much musically and had such a crazy look. They had very crazy personal lives. They did crazy things as a band. They would rob graves. They would break into buildings. They would do all kinds of stuff. And a lot of it was just like because they're kids and they're nuts and they want publicity. They want to be spooky. I also just love the Misfits. I'm a huge fan of the Misfits. So they do a lot of fun. Next one would be the Ramones. I would love to see a movie about the Ramones. Ramones, very important band to me growing up. Interesting life, interesting backstory of how they became a band, how they fought for their entire career between each other, how many people were in that band. The Ramones had a very fascinating career.
Before you continue, Ramones is actually a suggestion that we had, and I actually built a cast for these guys.
Oh, you did?
Would you like to hear it real quick?
Yes, of course.
Okay, so for the Ramones, this guy right here, I don't know his name. Joey would be played by Finn Wolfhard from Stranger Things.
Oh, totally. I would watch the hell out of that. That sounds so fun.
Sticking in the same vein, whoever this guy is. Johnny. He would be played by, where'd you go? Noah Schnapp, who plays Will from Stranger Things.
Yes. Dude, you're killing it.
And then this guy would be played by Charlie Heaton, which is Jonathan.
Okay. Yep.
And then
the Stranger Things kids.
Yeah, and then this last one got away from Stranger Things. Marky, I went with Will Poulter. Do you know who Will Poulter is?
Oh, of course.
I'll pull him up just in case.
Yeah, he could totally play it.
Sure. Just in case people needed.
Man, I would watch that movie so much. That sounds great.
So there you go.
Okay, I'm into it. The Ramones movie.
All right, what you got next?
Metallica. I feel like a Metallica movie would be really freaking sick. Because they're one of the biggest bands on the planet, and they've got a great story of how they got together. So, I'm entertaining. I don't know who play anybody.
Who plays the Megadeth guy?
Oh, Dave Mustaine. Will Poulter. Who? No, this is I'm back to gender means nothing, but Max from Stranger Things could play Dave Mustaine perfectly because they have the same hair, and that's all it takes. Max could play Dave Mustaine from Megadeth. They have the exact same hair.
Nice.
And that's all you need to be a good actor.
That's the guy who got let go of the band, right? And started his own band.
He was fired. Yeah.
He was fired. Yeah. Let go, fired, whatever.
Yeah. Oh, that breakup was so messy. I'd watch a movie about that in a heartbeat.
There you go. We should have booked that one then.
We should have. Last two. The next one actually came from one of our suggestions on social media, and that is Black Flag, or even just by Henry Rollins by themselves.
Okay.
Henry Rollins is a nuts human. Been in so many lawsuits, it's not even funny. But Henry Rollins, Black Flag, they're just a crazy band, and there's been lots of documentaries about Black Flag, but not like a biopic. So I think it's due. But the last one.
Wait.
Okay, sorry.
Black Flag. I didn't know Henry Rollins was in Black Flag.
He's the singer for Black Flag.
Okay, that is Henry Rollins.
Yeah, that's where he started.
I casted Henry Rollins. I picked Nicholas Hoult.
Oh, I could see Nicholas Hoult doing it.
Anyways.
Yeah, man. See, I was gonna say Meryl Streep, but okay, last one though.
You're right. Mine's Void.
Last one though that I think would make a fascinating movie because this man had one of the wildest lives of the people we've talked about, and that is Lemmy from Motorhead. Which I guess there is a movie in the works for Lemmy. I just found this out right before we recorded. But Lemmy, craziest substance abuse life on the planet. But toward the end of his life, a doctor said that his blood was so toxic from all the substances he had consumed in his life that if he were to donate it to someone, it would kill them because his blood was full of so many toxins. He infamously has slept with over 5,000 women. He's dead. Heads up, everybody.
I know Lemmy's dead. Yeah. Ric Flair still going.
More. There you go. Well, there you go. And then I read a great story right before we recorded where he and a friend bought over 100 pills that were a mix of uppers and speed, and they got caught by the police, and they split it in half, and they consumed all of them right then. So he had 50 pills of speed in his body, and he lived. Gosh. He lived through all of these things. That's what's so nuts. So I think a Lemmy movie is. Oh, and the dude from The Walking Dead would be perfect for him.
Yeah,
he would be so perfect for that.
John Bernthal.
Yes. Oh my gosh, that's such a great idea. Yep. I know they're already making the movie. Maybe we can suggest that they change the casting because, it'd be great.
Yeah. Are we sure John Bernthal wasn't cast?
I don't know. We'll have to see.
All right.
Also, Motorhead rules. Motorhead was way cool. So freaking make the movie. Shut up and make the movie. Yeah.
Shut up and make the movie.
Yeah, I'm sick of another Despicable Me. Just make the freaking Motorhead movie. I literally don't care about Pixar. Make the freaking Beatles movie.
Who would you recast for Gru?
Probably Tilda Swinton. She's got the nose.
So some of these other ones that came in, I'll just pop through them real quick.
Yeah, just go through
so that our listeners feel like they're heard. We had a Patti Smith recommendation.
Yep.
I thought Maya Hawke would do a good one, and that's Robin from Stranger Things, and of course Ethan Hawke and
Stranger Things has infiltrated
taken over my life
every way. Yeah.
Yep. Eddie Vedder. I thought this was a hard one. I went with Liam Hemsworth though, but anyway.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
Chris Cornell. I thought either Chalamet or Aaron Taylor Johnson would do a good Chris Cornell.
Oh, okay.
Jeff Buckley. I picked Kit Harington. I thought Kit Harington would do.
Kit would do great. Yeah.
This is my favorite one here, and I'm really we got to get this one out.
Okay, I'm ready.
Insane Clown Posse, ICP, Guy Fieri, and Fred Durst.
Oh my gosh, yes. I'm so into that. Yeah.
That's the one we'd have to see.
I'm so into it.
We had a Red Hot Chili Peppers once, so I decided Will Ferrell have to play Chad Smith. It's just
of course. Yeah.
That's how it has to be. And then we got Justin Long will play Anthony Kiedis.
Okay. Oh, he looks just like him. Yeah.
Or Orlando Bloom would play the guitarist. What's his name?
John Frusciante.
There you go. That's it. That's it. Yep. And then Ben Foster will play Flea.
Oh, dude, you're killing it on these castings. Holy cow.
Let's see here. Eddie Van Halen was the suggestion, or Van Halen
Okay.
I just don't know the band very well, so I just went with Eddie Van Halen, and I'm going to go with Joseph Quinn, who plays Eddie Munson in Stranger Things.
Oh my gosh. Who in Stranger Things isn't in your movies? That's the question. Right? Yeah. Poor Winona Ryder.
and that's it. Those are all the other ones we talked about. But
that's awesome. And thank you to everybody that threw in suggestions on social media. We got a lot for this, and it was a great thing to have to like narrow down as opposed to come up with a bunch ourselves. So thank you for everybody.
And I love music, but something that I might even like more than music is movies. So I really enjoy doing like stuff like this as well.
Yeah, man,
so.
It was super fun. We'll do more of these.
We'll have to come back to it again, and do other,
absolutely because we got a billion suggestions.
There's a lot of musicians you can do, anyways. Too,
absolutely.
So. Anyways, all right.
Anything else on biopics you want to say?
No, nothing else. That was it, and I think we've gone like almost an hour now already.
We have.
So we're gonna go ahead and forego trivia because
we are. But there was no trivia today, so
pull back for it.
We're not skipping anything. Yeah.
Thanksgiving, time ran out of time.
Thanksgiving. I hate my hair
Black
right
Friday,
now.
whatever.
Yeah.
We should have done like trivia live while we were sitting in line at Black Friday.
Oh, we should have. That's a great
idea. Oh, well. Anyways, screwed the pooch.
That you did.
Anyways,
police got called and everything.
All right,
but we got our mixtape. We've got our mixtape questions to end today's episode. These came out of the game randomly, but they're like 3 questions that are very well connected to each other, especially for someone like Stooge.
And I only picked 2 songs because I felt like the 2 of them were like the same thing, same question. But anyways, I'll let you reveal those questions.
They kind of are. Anyway, so they're related, so we're gonna go through them together because they're like a little group of questions right here. First one: the song that plays as you watch your child leave for their first date. You and your spouse are standing there, arms around each other.
Mixed emotions about this one because my first one that's probably gonna go on a date is gonna be my oldest, who's a girl, and so I'm not gonna be like the shotgun dad though. I'm not gonna be a dick.
Man, I hate
but at the
those
same
dads.
time, but at the same time, I'm like, don't mess around. I'll go to jail.
Yeah.
I'll go to jail. So to keep it lighthearted, because I was thinking about like putting something like mean and aggressive, stressy and aggressive, but I decided to go with Forever Young. That's the song
that's cute. I love that. So, the Alphaville? Alphaville.
Yeah, Alphaville. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Forever young. I want Stooge to be forever young.
We should do
always thinking of
a Waffles and Stooge rendition.
We should have our own album. Yeah.
We should have covers.
For this one, I picked First Date by Blink-182 because guess what? It's in the song.
That is
First Date. See, look how easy that was.
Yeah. How much did you strain your brain to come up with that one?
Pretty hard. You're gonna be shocked when you hear my other 2 answers too.
Okay.
The song that plays as your firstborn leaves the nest to head off to college.
This one is Time After Time by Cyndi Lauper.
Time After Time.
Yeah.
Both of those songs you picked are in the dance scene of Napoleon Dynamite. Do you realize this?
Maybe I watched Napoleon Dynamite today. I don't know.
Oh, we'll have to see. That's a good answer, though. I love that. Everybody loves that song.
Yeah.
In fact, that's a quote from Parks and Rec. Every human loves that song. I also picked for this one Going Away to College by Blink-182. Isn't that funny that they had a song called
They went to college?
First Date? They didn't.
Then how do they have a song about it?
I don't know if you knew this, dude. You can write songs about things that didn't actually happen to you.
Oh, really?
But yeah, Going Away to College. Isn't that a perfect song for going away to college?
I guess, yeah.
Last one. The song that plays as your last child leaves the nest.
Time After Time by Cyndi Lauper.
Oh, see, it's worth repeating. So nice we had to say it twice.
Yeah. Or maybe like, what's that? This is how we do it.
This is how we do it.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's Friday night. We're about to get turned up. Those aren't the words, but
I don't think they are, but whatever. You were killing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
This one, you're gonna be shocked by my answer. It's another Blink-182 song. And it's called The Party Song.
There you go. That's
because guess what? Your kid leaves, go party.
Go party hardy.
Go do all the drugs you want. Literally, like you don't have kids anymore.
Oh, you can't do that with kids? Damn.
I mean, it just depends. Depends how good you are at that. Yeah. So there's our mixtape answers. We didn't try very hard for this one because we spent so long on our stupid biopic ones. That,
The biopic part was fun for me, though.
It was way more fun. Yeah. This is a fun episode, the biopic stuff. I loved it.
Yeah.
And I loved your idea of pulling up the images. That was so fun.
Because I wouldn't know who half my people were if I didn't have a visual aid. So
and that's also when we're talking about they're going to play somebody. It's so good, like Miranda Cosgrove, to be like, oh my gosh, she does look like Michael Jackson.
She does not.
She looks so much like him. In fact, I think that he's her dad.
Maybe.
Isn't that crazy?
Is that verified?
That's verified. That's verified on Twitter. You may be verified on Twitter, but are you verified in the eyes of the Lord? That's a vine.
Nope.
Stooge, anything else for today's episode? We've kind of been all over the place.
No, we haven't. We've mostly stuck with the biopics.
Oh my gosh.
No, nothing for me except for I hope everyone had a super happy Thanksgiving and Black Friday record store
Absolutely.
Day. And tip your waitress. That's it.
Try the veal.
No. Stick with the steak.
Oh, okay. Speaking of steak, Stooge, if somebody needed to get a record from an online record store, what should they do?
You would know what they should do. Who are you going to call? Rustic Records. Yeah, record.
Whoa.
rusticrecordsonline.com.
Yeah.
Do your shopping there. I don't know if the Black Friday sale is still going on Monday. I can't remember if it is or not.
Are they doing like Cyber Monday?
I think so. Like he has a whole bunch of stuff on sale this weekend. Cool. I picked up an MF Doom album for $10.
Oh wow!
So yeah, he's got a lot of stuff. But he's also like 15% off through the weekend as well. So yeah, rusticrecordsonline.com. You hit up the sales while you can, and then if you need to get 5% more off, not during the sales, because I think the sales mine doesn't apply with the other sales.
Yeah.
Use discount code Stooge, and you will save 5% outside of the sales.
Man. Heck yeah!
Heck yeah, brother!
Heck yeah, brother! Rustic Records. So cool, man.
Yeah.
Thank you for everybody that watched this far in the episode. We appreciate you, and we appreciate Rustic Records as well. Stooge, if anybody made it this far, what word should they leave?
Biopic,
I don't know if anybody does the word anymore, but it's fun. Anybody that's listening, thank you for listening to us. Or anybody that watched us, thank you for watching us. You can follow us on social media. We're at Deadwax Show on Instagram and TikTok and Twitter, and you can follow our personal handles. Just follow us already, because we're delightful in every freaking way. And like, I'm not trying to like scare you into following us, but if you don't follow us, bad things are going to happen to you. So anyway,
and your loved ones.
Someone's going to pee in their Cheerios. Anyway, we appreciate everybody that's listened to us and supports us. We very much appreciate you. Please be nice to each other. Have great weeks. Enjoy life. And get out of the groove and get into the Deadwax. Goodbye, everybody.
That's the sound you make when you're eating Thanksgiving, huh?
Yeah,